Tonight, rebels overrun Yemen's presidential palace as concerns grow that Al-Qaeda could benefit from the unrest. Plus, ISIS extremists threaten the lives of 2 Japanese hostages and demand a massive ransom for their release. The growing terror threat is likely to feature in tonight's State of the Union address, but what will top President Obama's agenda? And a British tabloid institution covers up. So what's behind the new look on The Sun's page 3? Hello, I'm Lynda Kinkade, live from the CNN Centre. This is The World Right Now. First tonight, the deepening crisis in Yemen. The country's information minister says Shiite rebels have completed a coup in Sana'a. The minister tells CNN Houthi rebels have seized the presidential palace. The president's private residence also reportedly came under attack. The dramatic developments come just a day after Houthi rebels and government forces agreed to a ceasefire. Yemen is a crucial ally in the US counter-terrorism efforts. The West is concerned that Al-Qaeda could try to take advantage of any power vacuum. The leader of the Houthi rebels gave a televised speech just a short time ago. Let's get the latest on all these developments from our Nick Paton Walsh in Sana'a. He's the only Western television journalist there. And Nick, firstly, what did the rebel leader have to say?
Well, it was in many ways a slightly confusing speech, and suddenly at the end 4 clear demands came out. What is clear from hearing him talk is he is sounding like somebody who has potentially ambitions to lead. He still is referring to the Yemeni president Hadi as the president. So there's no suggestion necessarily that he considers this to be a coup in his own mind, or that necessarily the president is no longer running the country, even though Houthi loyalists, by all accounts, are inside the presidential administration. His 4 points were effectively to ask for greater control in the National Council, wanting some changes in the constitutional draft that was supposed to be implemented, wanting one particular province's military activities to be changed, perhaps in his favour. So ostensibly demands that mean that the Houthis would have significantly more influence in government. The question people are asking, though, after gunfire outside the presidential residence, after the storming or seizing of the presidential palace, which was not specifically addressed, I believe, by Abdul Malik al-Houthi in his lengthy speech on Loyal TV, is do the Houthis actually really want to run the country? Or are they simply looking to remind the government here that they are effectively calling the shots, but willing to keep the government of President Hadi in jobs? And I must be sure there must be a number of cabinet ministers, frankly, wondering if they have jobs to turn up to tomorrow after the events of today. Certainly the Minister of Information, Nadia Sakaf, she said, look, this is a coup. This is a Houthi coup. And she also went on to say, frankly, the president should, this was a while ago, I should add, things may have changed, but a few hours ago, say the president should stand down simply for people could see this as what it is, which she said was a Houthi power grab, in effect. So an extraordinarily complex day, which has left many people concerned for safety on the streets of Sana'a, government buildings in the hands of rebels, but their leader giving a lengthy speech in which he hasn't actually explicitly said he thinks his group now runs the country.
Okay,
Lynda?
Nick Paton Walsh there. Thanks so much for the latest.